Well, who will be goaltending tonight?
Michael Hauser will play tonight.
And then we still have Warren centering tonight, or since Sheehan is back, will he be in the mix?
Sheehan will not be playing with us tonight yet, and so Brendan Warren will be in the lineup.
And where do you see him centering one? Are you going to keep him with Mershey?
No, Malone will be back and healthy tonight, so Malone will center Mersh and Rusek. Warren will center Bjork and Kisakov.
And then the line of Kulik, Kozak, and Roseanne. Do you keep them together after how well they did on Saturday?
Yeah, I'm going to keep them together. I like the chemistry that Isak and Yuri are developing, the chemistry in games, but also in practices, but also in friendship and after practice. They seem to be the guys that are staying on the ice the longest and passing pucks to each other, shooting, and it feels similar to JJ and Quinter's relationship. How it's building, which I think is great for them, but also great for the organization long term to have those bonds and those friendships and that camaraderie. So I like that, and I thought Kozak really did a good job he's playing so strong defense right now. He's winning puck battles. He's driving his lines in the right direction in terms of playing offense more than defense because how well he's defending. And he's a player that really does a good job of helping his line mates. He pulls line mates into the fight because he's always in the fight. It's a young line, but I think that they've already been a line and individuals that are earning trust from our staff.
Providence's defensive game is extremely good, if not some of the best in the league. How do you combat that?
Yeah, by not chasing offense. Usually when you play a great defensive team, if you chase offense, then they counter on you, and then you're down and you're chasing the game against a good defensive team. You have to be patient, strike when the opportunity's there, try to catch them out of structure. They're a very structured organization. They have been for years. They look very similar to the Bruins. Their D-zone coverage is strong. Their team structure is strong. They have a very good defensive core, like a really, really good American League defensive core. So you need to play very smart against them. You need to make them spend time playing defense, put them in chaos. And when you have them in chaos, you have to take advantage because they don't stay in chaos very long because they'll get back into their team structure real quickly.
Net front chaos tonight with their goaltenders.
Yeah, that's huge. I'm a big believer in it. I played goalie, so I know how miserable it is when guys are standing in, on, around your blue paint all night long. I thought we did a way better job of that on Saturday than we did on Friday. And I think it resulted in some goals, but it also resulted in Dawes taking a bad penalty late in the game that negated a 4-minute power play. And so those things, screening the goalie, getting to the net, sometimes getting a little bit bumps on him, not running him or anything like that. Just, it's almost for a goaltender, it's like death by 1,000 cuts. It's not that one play that might result in a screen goal. I've been all night long, I can't see the puck. All night long, I keep getting contact. I can't get to the top of the blue paint. It makes you uncomfortable over the course of a game, and it might lead to a goal later. It might lead to a penalty later, whatever those things are. So, there's a price to be paid to score 5 and 5 goals, and I think going to the net is one of those prices.
Getting scored on late in the period has been a little bit of a problem in a few of the games. How do you address something like that?
Yeah, some of it is not making a bigger deal of it. It is. Some of it is understanding game management. We're a young team. We have a young group of forwards. When to try to make plays and when to live the fight another day. I think that's part of growing up as a player. It's not always, I want to make a play. It is, what is the right play to make right now? There's a minute to go in the period. We're up by a goal. We're tired. It's late in our shift. Let's just get this thing deep and get a change and live to fight another day. I think that especially when you're young, these are things we talk about all the time with the skilled forwards we have last year, the skilled forwards we have this year. If you get 60 points in the NHL, which is a lot, you're probably getting those points in 40 games. That means there's 40 games, half the season, you're not going to get a point. What are you doing in those 40 games to help your team win? Because it's great that you're doing the 60 points in the 40 games. You're helping your team in those games. But what are you doing when you don't score to help your team win? That's game management. That's playing the right way. That's managing the puck when things aren't going your way. So those are things that we're growing through. We're certainly not where we want to be all the way on that yet.
Is there anyone that you point to in your current lineup who's good at those kinds of decisions or making a difference when they're not scoring?
Well, I think that Mersch is a great example of Mersch helps us win every night, no matter if he's on the scoreboard or not. He's like a security blanket for a coach, that he's going to execute the game plan and the systems and the structure perfectly. He is going to make 9 out of 10 puck decisions are going to be the right decision. He's going to compete every night. He's going to block shots every night. He's going to win puck battles every night. So as a coach, what young players sometimes don't understand, and it's a little different in the American League because you need to play the young players and teach them through their mistakes. But in the NHL, especially, coaches play players they trust. It's not about who's skilled. There's a requisite amount of skill you have to be there, of course. But coaches put guys over the wall that when you call their name, you feel very confident about what is going to happen the next 35 to 40 seconds. Doesn't mean it's always going to be good, but the bad isn't because of non-predictability.
You said a lot of things there that you've been saying about Tyson Kozak all week. Do you maybe see Kozak taking on a role like Mersch later on in his career?
Yeah, we believe Tyson Kozak has a great future in our organization. He doesn't get talked about as much as some of the other rookie forwards because of their offensive prowess. Cozy's going to produce a lot of offense as he continues to grow. He did in Portland. He's going to eventually here as well. But Cozy's a winning hockey player. He wins faceoffs. He wins puck battles. He hits. He plays good defense. He can penalty kill. He blocks shots. I really like where his game's at. I mean, he's a 19-year-old center in this league. That is hard. Like, center's way harder than wing. Way harder. He's a 19-year-old center that's playing pretty big minutes almost every night, that now in the last couple weeks has earned the trust to be out there in pulled goalie situations where we're protecting a 1-goal lead. That is not easy to do, and he's done a really good job with it.